sharp pain, not a break. It's more the dullest kind of ache, a deep down bruise upon the soul that time is striving to console. It lives behind my morning light, a subtle constant compromise, a soundtrack playing way too low from a long, long time ago. The ache, it's the ache of memory, a gentle, cruel anatomy. It maps the places on my skin only your fingertips have been. It's in the scent of old perfume that lingers in a sunlit room, a sweetness tangled up with loss that pays a devastating cost. Ooh, the ache of memory, I find it in a melody, a line from some old poetry. It flares up with a certain blue, the fading shade I lost with you. It's not a thing I can't excite, it's woven in my compromise, a background hum, a constant tone in every bone when alone. It's the ache of memory, a gentle, cruel anatomy. It maps the places on my skin only your fingertips have been. It's in the scent of old perfume that lingers in a sunlit room, a sweetness tangled up with loss that pays a devastating cost. Though they say it softens, turns to gold, a story that can't safely be told. But mine's still flesh and mine's still soul, a love that asks for just a little more grieving, just a deep and quiet sea inside. The ache of memory, the ache of I apply my armor with a careful art, a smile stitched together, a guarded heart. I move through conversations light and free, the portrait of who everybody sees. I'm doing great, the practice phrase unfolds, a story that the surface gladly holds. But makeup can't conceal the subtle strain, a living with a low persistent pain. Beneath the mask, beneath the mask, the tears still fall. Beneath the mask, I've lost it all. The fine is just a fragile painted screen for the shattered places in between. I'm performing calm in every scene, while drowning in what might have been. The world sees grace, a steady pace. they don't see the hidden face beneath the mask. Shine a little more to barricade the grief behind the door. I am the master of the I'm okay, a dazzling performance for the day. But when the door clicks shut and lights go low, the curated composure starts to go. And in the mirror's unforgiving glass, I see the truth I'm terrified to ask. Painted screen for the shattered places in between. I'm performing calm in every scene while drowning in what might have been. The world sees grace, a steady pace, but they don't see who am I beneath the need to hide. The wounded, tender, unapproved inside. Is there a person left when all the hurt peels back the makeup and the fancy shirt? Just a girl who loved and lost the fight, trying to make her darkness look like light. Oh, beneath the knee, way down beneath, you'll never see what's beneath the mask on me. We built a castle in the sand, so grand, so close to dry land. We drew a moat and stuck a flag in a world we thought we could tag as ours forever. Safe and sound on that stable, hallowed ground. But we forgot to check the moon and how the sea would change its tune. And we were carried away by the tide, you and I side by side. No screaming fight, no last goodbye, just the sigh of a waterline rising slow, claiming the shore of everything we were fighting for. Now I'm floating, lost at sea, with just the ghost of you and me. Carried away. I see your footprints wash away with the closing of the day. All the words we carved so deep into a promise we couldn't keep are just smooth, wet, empty space. No remnant, no forgiving trace, just the salt upon my skin and the roaring from within. And we were carried away by the tide, you and I side by side. No screaming fight, no last goodbye, just the sigh of a waterline rising slow, claiming the shore of everything we were fighting for. Now I'm floating, lost at sea. It wasn't drowning, it was dissolution, a quiet, powerful pollution of everything we thought heart was firm, a slow, inevitable turn. Now there's no wreckage I can find, just the water in my mind and the endless, endless blue. Just driftwood now. Know how or why carried away by the time. We were our own astronomy, a private bright cosmology. You were the North Star, fixed and true. I was the moon that orbited you. We drew our patterns in the dark, each kiss a newly burning spark, a galaxy in your bedroom, promising the endless room to expand. Now I'm watching the collapse of a constellation, the slow, silent annihilation of every promised star we lit. As gravity gives up on it, the light is years too late to see. The dying of you and me, a supernova in my chest, as we join the universe's restless collapse. The black hole where your heart once burned is a lesson I have slowly learned. How even heavens can grow cold and stories written in stars grow old. The debris filled to what we made is where my lonely orbits stay, drifting in the afterglow with nowhere left in space to go. Just us now, still lost, fade play the lapse of a constellation. There's a ring left on the wood where you're watching Columbus stood, a perfect square of clean and bright in the fading evening light. Now the dust is settling in on the places where you've been, a soft and slow, a silent creep, while the rest of me is asleep. Dust on the dresser, it's just dust on the dresser, nothing more. A quiet truth on a polished floor, record of the days gone by since I last caught your eye. It gathers on the souvenirs of all our happy years, a silent, patient gray disguise over the shape of where you lie. Dust on the dresser. Could wipe it clean away, start a newly polished day, but erasing that faint trace feels like losing your last face. So I let the particles fall, building up a tiny wall between the memory and the now. I don't know when or why or how. It's just dust on the dresser, nothing more. A quiet truth on a polished floor, record of the days gone by since I last caught your eye. It gathers on the souvenirs of all our happier years, a silent, patient gray disguise. Is it grief or is it laziness? This tender, tired willingness to let a relic slowly fade in the shadow that it made. Maybe the dust is kind, you see. It's gently burying you and me in a soft and quiet sheet, making the goodbye feel complete. So let it settle, let it be, just dust on the dresser over me. Your laugh lives in the hallway still, a phantom trapped against the sill. It bounces off the empty walls when the late evening falls, a little fainter every time. A disappearing silver chime, I chase it, but it slips ahead, just a whisper of what you said, fading echoes. it's just noise and then it's gone, and I am left here carrying on with fading echo. The slam of your old car door doesn't shake the house anymore. The rhythm of your morning tread is a story never said. Silence is a hungry thing, it eats the joy the echoes bring, until the resonance is through and there's no proof I ever knew. These fading echoes of your sound are all that's left on this lost ground. The memory of your voice, a trace in this lonely hollow space. I sin to hear the melody of how we used to care for me, but it's just noise. Soon, even the echo will forget the waveform of our duet. Will flatten to a silent line, and then your voice will truly be no longer a part of me, just a rumor in the air that I imagine was there. Just fading echoes. Just fading Morning comes in shattered beams through the window of my dreams. It doesn't warm the way it did when we kept the curtains hid from the world outside our room. Now it highlights all the gloom. There's most dancing in the strife that cut the chapters of our life. This fractured sunlight on the floor points to what isn't here anymore. Each bright shard a memory of how things used to be. It splinters all across the wall, reminding me I lost it all. The perfect picture torn in two by the morning breaking through. Fractured sunlight. I trace the patterns on the sheets with my tired heartbeat, slow repeats. Each ray a blade so sharp and clean, slicing through what might have been. It shows the cracks in everything, the empty cup, the missing ring, the silence where your laugh should be. This broken prison blinding me. Fractured sunlight on the floor points to what isn't here anymore. Each bright shard a memory of how things used to be. glass in these two hands. I met the oceans, traced the shifting sands. I knew the mountains of your joy, your pride, the valleys where your hidden fears would hide. I balanced every continent and care with a devotion gentle as air. I was the keeper of our spinning sphere and held it close and held it dear. You're fragile atlas. Now I'm a fragile atlas, weak and tired, holding a globe of everything desire that shattered. The weight of memories is breaking my spine. This broken world is no longer mine. The seas are spilling over, lands collide with nowhere left for me to hide. I can't hold up this heaven we designed. I am collapsing, coming undone. A fragile atlas. Have slipped from my exhausted, trembling fingertip. The axis tilted with your last goodbye beneath the heavy, unforgiving sky. I feel the fractures spreading deep and wide. An earthquake I can no longer hide. The pressure building in my every breath. A cartograph for love and death. Now tired, holding a globe of everything desire that shattered. The weight of memories is breaking my spine. This broken world is no longer mine. The seas are spilling over, lands collide with nowhere left for me to hide. I can't hold up this heaven we designed. I wasn't made to this grief and this freeze a world meant to be held by two. Now the sky is falling stone by stone, and there's nothing I can do but let it fall. Let it fall. Hear a footstep on the stair and turn to find no one is there. Just us, the dancers in the light that cuts the silence of the night. A shadow moves against the wall. I hear you softly, softly call my name in tones I can't forget. A haunting sweet silhouette, my ghost in the hallway. You're just a ghost in the hallway now, a memory I can't disavow. A cold spot in the summer air, the proof that you were once right there. I pass by rooms you used to grace and see the echo of your face, a lingering, a soft goodbye that never learned the way to die. My ghost the table, fork and knife, for one and for my second life, the one that started when you left, of being quietly bereft. I feel you watching from the door, a presence on the polished floor, a love that lingers past its date, a familiar fender. You're just a ghost in the hallway now, a memory I can't disavow, a cold spot in the summer air, the proof that you were once right there. I pass by rooms you used to grace and see the echo of your face, a lingering, a soft goodbye that never learned the way to die. I could move houses, change my name, but every hallway feels the same. You're in the architecture of my mind, a ghost I can't leave behind. So I'll just learn to live with the chill, the love that time could never kill. Just a gentle, constant haunting, a whisper in the wood, almost understood. Good night, my ghost in the hallway. Good night. Good night. She had a chapter titled Us, inscribing fragile hope for trust. The paragraphs were lined with gold, a future beautifully told. The climax wasn't fight or flight, just turning out the lamp at night, and in the morning just a space and a blank unfeeling face. Her story, now it's her unfinished story, left in purgatory, no glory. The pen is dried up mid-sentence, lost all of its past tense since the protagonist just wanders pages through a plot that never ages, waiting for an author's hand to somehow understand her unfinished story. She tries to write a new outline beneath a different coat of sky, but every character she sees has your voice in the breeze. The setting's wrong, the dialogue forced, the narrative utterly divorced from the heart that beats the same old unchangeable refrain. Now it's her unfinished story, left in purgatory, no glory. The pen is dried up mid-sentence, lost all of its past tense since the protagonist just wanders pages through a plot that never ages, waiting for an author's hand. Maybe some stories aren't meant to end, maybe they just break and then they become a different kind of art, a permanent unfinished heart, a cliffhanger with no release, just the echoing, aching piece of a tale cut short, just a bookmark. I folded you a paper heart, a fragile and maturish heart. I wrote our names along the crease, a temporary sweet release from all the way to real heart holds its story in its valleys folds. I gave you something light and cheap, a promise I could never keep. Paper heart, paper heart, winter rain, nothing left but smudged out pain. The ink runs blue, the edges bleed, a desperate dying paper wheel. It melts to pulp within my hand, just as I almost understand that love's not origami neat. It's messy, wild, a crushing heat. Not this paper heart, winter rain. I thought if it was just pretend, I could control how it would end. A simple thing to tear apart, this paper engineered heart. But even pretend love can stain and leave a permanent cold pain as the rain comes seeping through, turning I love you too. I'm through. Paper heart, winter rain, nothing left but smudged out pain. The ink runs blue, the edges bleed, a desperate dying paper wheel. It melts to pulp within my hand, just as I almost understand that love's not origami neat. The real heart was always here, beating in its constant fear, hiding behind the clever craft. Now just a soggy broken draft of a love letter never sent in rain and regret. Just pulp and rain. Paper heart. Paper heart. I trace the cracks upon the shelf where all our perfect memories dwell. A cup you fill with morning light now sits alone here every night. The light reflects a ghostly sheen on what always should have been, just fragile things we can't repair. This quiet, delicate despair. And these aren't raindrops, they're porcelain tears falling in slow motion through the years. Each one a souvenir, shadow each one a souvenir. Shattered wish, the silent breaking sound of missing this. I'm holding on to fragments in the dark, to the silhouette, the faded spark. I'm crying. Porcelain tears. We were so beautiful and so afraid to fall. A masterpiece destined for the wall, but even dust will settle on the art. And the truest break was in the heart, not in the crash, but in the soul. Let them fall, these fragile final fears. My museum of porcelain tears. Let them fall. I held a perfect blooming rose the day our story reached its close. Each petal a promise you had made, in sunlight and in gentle shade. But something in the air went cold, a story too quickly told, and one by one they came apart, falling from the center of my heart. Scattered petals on the ground, silent scarlet all around. No bouquet left to hold or keep, just a beauty buried deep in the soil of what went wrong. A fragrant dying final song. I try to gather up the red, but they're just memories instead. Scattered petals. The thorns are all that's left to clutch. They don't remember tender touch. They only know the sharp, the sore, the beauty that is no more. The stem is bare, the color fled, leaving only green and dread in a garden full of empty air, and the scent of I no longer care. Scattered petals on the ground, silent scarlet all around. No bouquet left to hold or keep, just a beauty buried deep in the soul of what went wrong. A fragrant dying final song. I try to gather up the red. You can't put a rose back together, not in any kind of weather. The wind has taken its design. What was yours is no longer mine. All that's left is the letting go of the individual, falling slow, beautiful, doomed and separate things, just pieces on the scattered petals. The orchestra has left the stage. The final notes have turned the page. The instruments are packed away from our triumphant closing day. The hall is empty, dark and still, echoing with a phantom thrill of all the music we had made in sunlight and in serenade. Now the silent symphony plays on, a concert for the gone. The violins are in my chest, playing songs of unrest. The cello is my hollow core, echoing forevermore. A masterpiece of quiet pain, composed by falling rain. My silent symphony. I hear the trumpet's silent blast from a joyous, brilliant past. The flute's sweet whisper in my ear, a melody I still can hear. The drums, the heartbeat of the score, a pounder on an unseen door. But all the world just hears the hush after the magnificent crash of us. This silent symphony plays on, a concert for the gone. The violins are in my chest, playing songs of unrest. The cello is my hollow core, echoing forevermore. A masterpiece of quiet pain, composed by falling E. The crescendo was our last goodbye. The diminuendo is my lullaby. I am the conductor of the air, leading a performance for no one there. Applause I'll never hear again, just the silence after the amen. So play for me my silent symphony. I built a home right in your heart, a cozy, bright and shining part. But when you left, you took the wall, the paint, the pictures from the halls, and all that's left is vacant space. A cold wind blowing through the place where all the furniture of we used to mean the world to me. This hollow side, I live on the hollow side of love, where all the feeling died, and laughter sounds a little flat. It rattles in this habitat of absence where your voice should be, filling up the vacancy. I try to decorate the grave with memories of yesterday, but they just highlight all the lack, and I can never get them back. I live on the hollow side of love where all the feeling died, an echo chamber for my sighs beneath these empty gray skies. It's cavernous and vast and deep, where promises are put to sleep, a vacancy I can't disguise, the truth behind my weary eyes. Solid ground turned into a ledge, I'm whispering across the edge. Is anyone there in the void, or am I just a paranoid ghost of a girl who used to be whole, living in this negative pole, this echo, this shell, just a shell, the hollow side. The hollow side. The hollow side. You asked me once what scared me most, not darkness nor some nameless ghost, but in the calm before the storm, a quiet, ordinary known. The second after laughter dies, and truth is hiding in your eyes, that tiny infinite abyss where everything is hit or miss. That's where I live now, in the space between breaths, where I confronted all it stays between. I love you and I'm gone, that's where our story carry on, and now it's my permanent address. This heavy, silent emptiness, the pause before the pain begins again, the space between breaths. I count the seconds after speech to see what silence tries to teach, the meaning in a turn back head, the things we desperately left unsaid. It's in the gap between the words, the silent cry of wounded birds. The moment choice becomes regret, the one I can't forgive or forget. That's where I wait now, in the space between breaths, where us confronted all it stays between. I love you and I'm gone, that's where our story carried on, and now it's my permanent address. This heavy, silent emptiness, the pause before the pain begins again, the space between breaths. They say that's where the soul resides, in the place the feeling hides. Well, if that's true, and mine stretched thin in the aftermath of where we've been. Holding the echo, bearing the cost of every single us we lost in the inhale and the exhale. So let me breathe, or let me break, for heaven's sake. Just don't leave me here in the space between breaths. Wrote to you in April rain, on pages creased with joy and pain. I sealed them up with hopeful glue, addressed to you and always true. I sent them out with every season, without a reason, but with reason. They traveled through the vast blue unknown to a place I'd outgrown all alone. These unanswered letters pile up high beneath the quiet of the sky. Each I miss you and are you well? A story only I can tell. They're flying somewhere lost in space with no return, no forward in place, just silent words I can't retract. A one-way loving lonely path, my unanswered letters. I wrote the one I'll never send, where lover finally met just friend. I wrote the truth without the dread of all the painful things we said. It sits inside my drawer, unsealed, a battlefield that's never healed. The final chapter plain and bare, for no one's eyes and no one's care. These unanswered letters pile up high beneath the quiet of the sky. Each I miss you and are you well? A story only I can tell. Flying somewhere lost in space with no return, no forward in place, just silent words I can't retract. A one-way loving lonely path. Maybe the silence is the reply, the punctuation in the sky, a period where a question stood. Maybe I finally understood that some stories aren't meant to be read by two. They're just a way of saying I loved you to the void. No stamp, no address, just the ache, for heaven's sake. Just unanswered letters. Sunlight paints the kitchen floor the same way that it did before. I pour my coffee just for one, a ritual now poorly done. The house is speaking vacancy in every quiet memory. It echoes in the empty air. The ghost of you is everywhere. Where you were, I'm navigating empty space. I'm trying to forget your face and feel with every single breath this constant present sense of death, not of an ending but of lack of the one thing I can't get back. The silence screams the loudest word. It just repeats where you were. Where you were. I scroll through photos on my phone, a version of us overgrown. You laugh, a static captured sound on this unsteady, haunted ground. I reach for you in half asleep and find the promises you keep are only in the past tense now, a question mark upon my brow. Where you were, I'm navigating empty space. I'm trying to forget your face and feel with every single breath this constant present sense of death, not of an ending but of lack of the one thing I can't get back. The silence screams the loudest word. It just repeats where you were. Is it grief or is it geography? Just measuring what's left of me against the outline you left behind. A shadow on my heart and mind. I'm building a life in a negative space, trying to find a new saving grace, but the blueprint is blood. Where you every chair and in every door on this cold, unfamiliar floor, in the space between the truth and hurt, lies the echo of where you were. Just where you were. I wait until the world is blue and all the daytime words are through. When silence is the thickest cloak, I feel the tightness in my throat, unraveling the silver light that bathes my window in the night. And all the things I cannot say in the brightness of the day find their voice. They're just whispers to the moon, a private one-sided tune. I send my secrets on the breeze through the rustling of the leaves. I tell her of the empty bed and all the tangled things I've said. She listens with a patient face from her cold and distant place to my whispers to the moon. I tell her how your hand felt warm, how you kept me from the storm. I tell her of the final fight, the vanishing of all the light. She doesn't judge, she doesn't cry, she just hangs there in the sky, a silent cosmic confidant for a heart that feels it can't go on. They're just whispers to the moon, a private one-sided tune. I send my secrets on the breeze, through the rustling of the leaves. I tell her of the empty bed and all the tangled things I've said. She listens with her patient face from her cold and distant place. She's seen it all a million times, the broken hearts, the shifting rhymes. Yet still she lets me pour it out, my loneliness, my fear, my doubt. Maybe her craters are the scars of loving distant fading stars. We're both just reflecting borrowed light in the middle of the night. Good night, my secrets are safe with you. Whispers to the moon. Walk a step behind myself, a faded picture on a shelf. I see my phone in morning light, but trailing just to the right is a darker, softer silhouette of a girl I haven't met in years, who left and didn't know how far some feelings go. Yesterday's shadow, I'm living as yesterday's shadow, dim and stretched across the meadow of a life that's moving on, a pale reminder of the dawn that came and went and left me here with just the outline of a tear, a silhouette of joy and grace I can't quite ever retrace. Yesterday's shadow. She follows me to shops and streets, a ghost in summer's brutal heat. She's in my reflection, blurred and slight, a whisper in the passing night. She points to things we used to do, the me that was with you. And though I try to outrun fast, the shade of me is built to last. I'm living as yesterday's shadow, dim and stretched across the meadow of a life that's moving on, a pale reminder of the dawn just a shade, a lengthening gray. Yesterday's shadow